the theme of young blood.
Oh, I'll pay you later. All 61 young years of it, huh? I got a couple new ones, and then I'm just going to read two. Was inspired by the poems, your diagnosis poems. This I belong to a poetry group called Poetry Feast out of Ohio.
Poetry what? Feast?
The director, he'll post something on his Facebook page, the cover page, not the profile picture, but the cover page. And he says, see if you can come up with a poem from this picture. He posted dogs. So this is called A Girl's Best Friend. Molly, my silent confidant, muted, she read my mind. I loved hers. Named after Amalia, my rip-roaring, hot-tongued northern Italian grandmother on my mother's side. The polar opposite of my extrasensory, supernatural, haven-providing southern Italian grandmother on my father's side. Molly, my beagle, Molly knew all. Sitting with her on the backyard knoll after school, after dinner, after living another day, commiseration on my lap. My mom fed her warm dog soup. Later, when Molly had but one puppy, we named her Grace, our widowed childless neighbor who cooked hamburger for Molly at least twice a week. Molly never cried when I sang softly in whispery intonations. My mother and Grace always cried when I sang. Once my mother told me she hated to hear me sing. She would always talk to someone during my performance or just stand in the back so she could leave quickly. But Molly heard all of me. She could endure, embrace what my mother and Grace could not. Fluid lyrics rose like a phoenix from my horror, from my jammed chords, puffing ashes from burnt scab scars. My Molly always licked my face with joy and camaraderie.
What are damn jam chords?
For being a
okay.
stutter.
Okay.
Yeah. And this was inspired by yours, Jude. I want to read. It's called Chemotherapy. And my sister's a cancer doctor in Buffalo. And I was with her at the Cancer Treatment Center, and we were going to go out for lunch, but one of her patients was doing really badly, so we just got taken so she could stay with her. And the last line is a direct quote from her, but I'll save that. So this is inspired by Amy. It's called Chemotherapy. The creamy slate green paint of the cubicle dismisses into the air onto her, caressing her, soothing her, encouraging her. This shade is in the psychobabble of colors. Orange will stimulate our appetites. Pink will make us all beautiful. Green will will us to live. But she is oblivious to this pallor. She is patient. She is kind. She is accepting the punctures of the IV like some sacred stigmata. She's forgiving the murdering cells. Oh, while I would see only black and follow the creeds of Joseph Mengele, Lizzie Borden, Nicolae Ceausescu, and Hannibal the Cannibal in a foamy mouth frenzy, mutilating, decapitating, gorging, and bludgeoning any attempt of civility. I would beg and provoke, I would squirm and preen for the delicious dread in my doctor's eyes as he watched me finger paint with my feces on pathetic sterile sheets.
Wow.
She didn't say it quite that, but it was, I'd be the kind of patient that would smear my poop on the wall.
Good imagery.
And this is called Technique. I've read this here before, but it's been a while, and I'm trying to work it into a more of a performance poetry. Technique. Swallowing the nausea squelches it back in my gut for the setup. The the setup. Talk radio, the cat, the chill, the glare on my desk, decorating my palpitating heart. Blow out the candle. Exhale so slowly. Inhale. Like blowing out a candle, my therapist said. It'll help you relax, slow your heart rate. Try, remain, try for calm. Yes, calm my heart. Oh, I don't think it'll work. Oh, flexing my hands tighter. Open, close, claw gripping the pen, strangling the shakes. Sweat is beginning to flood my palm lines. Blow out the candle. My heart is trying to blow out my throat, my ears, my eyes. Swallow, clamp, swallow, blow. Fear is blooming, but you son of a bitch. I'd swoop down to hell on my own this time. I'd be flaming in red, skin-tight techno sheen, donning a wicked, slick, corrugated rubber black tar cape and spewing foamy spittle in my face while radaring yours. You mother-child fatherfucker. First I'd abrupt you with an uppercut, then knee-spike your shriveled, devoid balls so I could snatch your neck as you begin to know me. I'd squeeze and wrangle it through my tempered fingers till ashy, phlegm-festered blood started to flow and cake on my wrists, till you were nothing but nothing, till I could come back. Till I could come back, because I'd be done. I'd be done. And I'd tell them, don't be afraid. It's okay. I'm here now. I'll take care of you, me. Don't be afraid anymore. Don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid to talk. Then I'd vomit with my head thrown between my legs till I could continue working, till I could be free.
What's the title of that, Joan?
That's called technique. That's the relaxation. I need to work on that. I need to work on the delivery. And this is just a short
Turn me on
one.
a little bit.
I've succeeded. Thank you. This is a nice one. I did in fact, Tom and Buzz and Free, first time I did a stage performance for about 30-some years, and especially becoming disabled, I was very nervous about going up and down a stage, but I did it, and this is called Stabilizers. It was for Edinburgh University's Women of Word. I took a cry down to my toes. I screeched, keep me standing. I took a cry down to my ankles. I prodded them, bear witness to my Achilles heel. I took a cry to my calves. I begged, defy your frailty. I took a cry down to my thighs. I chastised, settle your twitches. I took a cry down to my gut. I reassured, you are my chi. I took a cry up into my heart. I bled, you are my essence. I took a cry into my lungs. I gulped, breathe, you can. I took a cry into my vocal cords. I hollered, speak. I took a cry into my eyes. I illuminated, see all. I took a cry up to my mind. I demanded, stabilizers, stay put. I took a cry into my soul. I bellowed, be. I kept standing. Thanks.